Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Rosie, but I go by something Rosie on all my social media platforms. I don't know why, but yeah, that's what it is. Anyways, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I do faith-based content, lifestyle, fashion, beauty. If that's something that you're interested in, hit the subscribe button. If you're not new, welcome back. I know it's been a while, but I'm here. Anyways, let's get into this video. So from the title of the video, you guys know what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going into the word. Yes, me a God fit me, me a God fit me. So are you watch right? You can't stop. Yes, I'm a believer. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys 6 powerful Bible verses for daily inspiration. I have a lot of Bible verses that I use, that I draw for, but these 6, trust me, almost every day I could draw for them. Anyways, let's get into them. So if you see me looking on my phone, I'm looking at the Bible verses. So the first one is John 14, verse 27. Says, Jesus said, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." You see, when the devil tried to send the minions them for this term of peace, but just remember this Bible verse, okay? This gives me such comfort. And a lot of people say that, like, I act nonchalant, I'm passive aggressive sometimes. But anyways, I really just don't let anything affect my peace of mind. My peace is very important to me. And my daddy gives me peace. My God gives me peace. You get me? And I put this above everything, because if my peace of mind is not where I want it to be, it's going to bring a ripple effect on everything else that I'm doing. This Bible verse is very comforting, especially when you're going through a lot. I often draw for this Bible verse and be like, you know what, my daddy, Most High, gave me peace. I have nothing to worry about. There's nothing for me to be afraid of. So this is why it's one of my favorite Bible verses. Next Bible verse we have is Ephesians 6, verse 12, and it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." Now, I draw for this one a lot. When the devil sends or tries to send his minions, in these people that are walking about and try to like come at me for no reason, I just remember that, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So I'm not fighting against a person that's in front of me. It's actually, they have a demonic spirits. They want to look for deliverance. I don't tell them this, sometimes I tell them. But this one, it just allows me not to like go back and forth, because honestly, I'm not the person to like prolong any arguments. I'll say my point, but I'm not going to go back and forth with anybody. No. As I said before, my peace of mind is very important to me. So this is a very powerful verse. Let's get into the next one. This Bible verse is from Philippians 4, verse 6, and it goes, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." So this one I draw for when I'm very anxious or nervous about something. For example, recently I had a presentation. It was a big presentation and I had to do with a couple group members, and I was very nervous and anxious. But while waiting for my group to go up to present, this Bible verse came to my mind, and I read it over and over again until it was my group's time to present. And can I tell you guys, when it was my group time and it was my time to say my piece, I did my thing. And when I came down, everybody was like, "Wow, you did awesome." And I was like, I was so nervous. And it's like, "No, we never saw that. We did not see that." I was like, I was very nervous. But God, He took away all my anxiety when I got up on the front stage and I did what I had to do. So this Bible verse is very powerful. Now let's jump to Habakkuk 2, verse 2, and it goes, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write down the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." So what I get from this one is writing down your vision? What is it that you desire for your life? That's what I do. So when I want things that I want to manifest in my life, I write down every single thing, and I write them as if they have already manifested. So I remember when I wanted a particular job, I was detailed about exactly what I wanted, how my coworkers, I want my coworkers to be. And can I tell you, I got what I had written down on that paper. I was like ticking off. I was like, God, you did it. You did it. So I really love this verse because it reminds me to write down, my vision, what is it that I want, and trust that God is going to make them happen. Yeah. Moving on to the fifth Bible verse, and this is Mark 11, verse 24. And it goes, therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. Let's believe it. So when I write down the things that I want, I pray about them. And let me tell you, it don't make no sense to pray if you're not going to believe that you can get what you're praying for. Okay. So if you're gonna go on your knees or whatever, and you're gonna start praying, but you don't believe that God is going to answer your prayer, don't even bother pray. All right. And make sure it's prayers that are like, good prayer, not bother praying a bad prayer. You know, go to God with a clean heart. And say for example, you're praying for a job. You pray to God about that job and don't stop praying. Pray without ceasing. And when you get the job, continue to pray. But when you're praying, believe that you can get what you are praying for. You get me? And you also have to do the work. If God is leading you to go and drop off an application somewhere, do it. You get me? You can't just pray and expect it to just happen. I mean, God, you can't put God in a box because He's a miracle working God. But if you get that nudge to do something, go and do it. You get me? So this Bible verse is very powerful. Pray and believe that you can get whatever it is that you're praying for. Once it is within God's will. Moving on to the sixth Bible verse, and this is my all-time favorite. It is Jeremiah 29, verse 11. And it goes, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. When I stumbled on this Bible verse, I was like, all right, God, I'm not for worry about. I was like, okay, your will be done. Your will be done. That's what I tell God every day. I want His will for my life because clearly He knows best. You get me? And He wants the best for me. And I have tried things my way and then the work out. So I was like, God, I'm tired. God, this is it. It's your turn. Your will. I don't want anything unless it is from you. You get me? That Bible verse is just like, it gives me so much peace. I don't have to worry about anything. If I apply for a job and I don't get it, I know it's not God's will and He has something bigger in store for me. His word just said it. He knows the plans, and it's to give me a hope and a future. So that Bible verse is just my all-time favorite, and I have nothing to worry about because of what the Lord says. And there you have it, 6 powerful Bible verses for everyday life. So if any of these Bible verses resonated with you and you'd like to see more of this content, remember to subscribe and hit that like button and drop a comment. Let me know which Bible verse is your favorite Bible verse. I want to know. Anyways, until my next video drops, remember, Amisa, everybody must look good and feel good. Bye!